weaker prescription than my previous glasses. Now that may seem like, oh, okay, it doesn't matter, well, this big, whatever. It may not seem very important, but I am a longtime editor and a journalist, and working in media for over 30 years, my eyes got progressively worse to the point where I stopped going to the ophthalmologist, or I would just give them my old glasses to get me some new ones because I would wear them out and they would break. But this particular time I went back to get glasses, and the ophthalmologist said, it looks like your prescription should be a little bit weaker. Well, that was really like, to my ears, like, wow, Ninja Red really works. Well, Ninja Red is a product that has essential oils in it, and that's one of my favorite products. Has essential oil of lemon, essential oil of orange, and it's made with the Ninja wolfberry. That is the goji berry of the Ningxia province of China, which is just a very what they call effluviant area of China. The waters of the Yellow River just really do give such wonderful nutrients to that area, and the wolfberries that are grown there are especially rich in nutrients, and so we have that berry that has protein in it, and it's just wonderful. But I'm not going away from the oils. I'm just trying to show this by my story that the oils, when combined with food, a food source like the Ninja wolfberry, are going to give you outstanding results in terms of support of your health, as they did for me. So that's one story. Another story is that my knees were beginning to creak going down the steps of my job. I mean, that kind of old building that I work in, a historic building. I would just feel them like, ugh, and then I'd be walking in, like, what is that? And so I started to use Young Living essential oils on my knees. I started to use cypress and Idaho balsam fir and lavender and frankincense. And I don't have that problem anymore. And anytime I get my knees or my legs, sometimes it's the calf of my legs from overdoing it, like walking around the park too much, you know, sometimes I'll get that kind of message like, a little pain there. No, we're going to stop that in the dust, and I'll use the oils to address that, and it works very, very well. And so those are my two very brief stories about how the oils have affected my body. And I have a lot of other stories in terms of my mother using lemon oil on her fungal toe, and her fungal toe growing out. Now, frequently when you cut a fungal toenail, I should say, the fungus just goes right back. But we can see from the fungal toenail that's growing out that she just went to the podiatrist, and what's growing in is fresh nail. And I had used her as a guinea pig, and used lemon oil as my project for my clinical aromatherapy certification, and just was very happy that her nails began to look better and better and better as we progressed with that. So I am a holistic health consultant. I'm a Reiki practitioner, which just means spiritual healing energy, and the oils are invaluable in my practice, which mostly concerns people close to me right now, especially my mom. And I also am in classes to do the certification, as I was mentioning, but my last class for the certification is in October. I was going to take June, but no, I couldn't do that. I'm going to do October. So, to bring you up to date, we have just returned from Young Living's convention, and this is like, I don't know, maybe the 18th or 19th convention, and this company is fantastic. And so we have a lot of new products, a lot of new oils, and if you want, I can share that as we go along, but the central core of the products is what I want to talk about today. Okay, now the first thing I want to share with you is the quality of the frankincense oil. Now, it just so happens, it's delightful, just delightful. A lot of us, myself included, grew up in churches where we were introduced to frankincense wafting through the air, if it was a Catholic or apostolic church. Mine was Episcopal. You may have had this in your church being diffused, or they would have frankincense incense. And what we do with the oils is, one of the ways we apply them is we merely drop out a drop and in our receiving hand, and then we take our blessing hand and we rub it together. We may also do this on our pulse points, and then we inhale. I always kind of put my hands down because I don't want all the stuff that I'm bringing out with the oils to get into what I've just put into my hand. So we do that usually 3 times at least, and you could feel the wonderful impact and influence of the oils just by doing that, breathing very, very deeply. And that's because the olfactory system is where we smell. Scent goes through there and goes directly to our limbic area of our brain, which is the seat of our emotions. And so that area of the brain is where the pituitary and other glands are, the hypothalamus, and they work together to give certain messages out to the body systems, telling the system to calm down, to rev up, directing different organs to do their work. And so that's what happens with the limbic section of the brain. And it also has to do with how you feel. So if you're feeling good, what's better than that? And that's what these oils do. They go directly into our emotional system, and then our physique begins to also benefit from the effects of the oils. So I wanted to pass around, as I said before, the frankincense, and just so you can get a sense. Now, this frankincense is flowing quite